Good evening and welcome again to another live streamed yoga class. Hi to everyone who's watching live now. Hi if you're watching this after the case. Hope you're all still well. And yeah, it's going to be a nice vinyasa flow class. Again, I'm going to try to shorten it. A lot of people have asked me, can you do a shorter class? So I'm going to try to shorten it a little bit so it's not as long as the usual, like hour and 15 minutes or something. So I'm going to try and condense it a little bit. So and hopefully we can finish a little bit earlier and you can have a nice relaxing end to your Friday, to your week. So we're going to begin by coming onto our backs, bringing our feet together and just coming to lie down and reclined Baddha Konasana. And as always, just feel free to have your hands wherever feel comfortable for you. So on your abdomen, you can have one on the heart, one on the abdomen, or by the side of the body, or above the head. It's quite nice to have them above the head. And let's just close the eyes. And as always, if you want to put some blocks underneath your legs right now, just to support your legs a little bit, go ahead and do so. Some cushions or something. Especially if you're really tight in your adductors, it can be quite an intense posture. And as you're lying here, just allowing the body to melt and completely relaxed. And tuning out the external world. And as we travel inside, and as always, just taking a moment just to notice how you feel. And without judging how you're feeling. Let's bring our awareness to the breath. And to the subtle movements in the body from the breath. And when you're ready, just start to breathe a little bit more deeply now into your abdomen. And as you exhale, just let anything go from the week now that no longer serves you. And we'll start to bring the breath up the body and begin to activate our Ujjayi breath. And of course, as we're working on the breath here, if the hips become uncomfortable at any point, just bring those knees back together. And now just bringing those hands to the outside of the thighs and slowly, slowly just helping those legs back together. Let's give ourselves a squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side. Just releasing the spine. And again, just becoming aware of how the body feels right now. We're making our way into happy baby. So let's bend the knees, reach up, take hold of the feet again if it's available. You can take big toes, insides of the feet, you can take calves or backs of the legs. If you can, you reach towards the outside of the feet, draw the elbows inside, and then pull the knees down either side of the body. Keeping those ankles flexed so the heels are pointing towards the ceiling, toes towards the shins. And just get the spine nice and long. So again, just checking that the bum isn't lifting here. That we're drawing that tailbone towards the mat. And trying to pull the shoulder blades into the mat as well here. Actively draw those shoulders down. And option to rock from side to side if that feels good in your happy baby. And as we stretch out the hips a little bit more, stretch out the hammies. And coming back to stillness in the center. Option just to work one leg straight and then bend back into that knee and working the opposite leg straight. It doesn't have to be fully straight, just to where it feels good, so you're just feeling a little bit of a stretch. You're not holding too long, we're just coming straight back into that knee bend. Maybe moving it with the breath. So inhale to straighten the leg, exhale to bend, inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. And keep going. I'll do a couple more rounds each side. One more round. And coming back in, let's bring the soles of the feet together. So again, it's like a Baddha Konasana, just drawing the feet towards us. Knees out to the side. Elbows inside of those legs. And releasing, just bringing the knees back together. And we'll take the hands underneath the thighs and let's start to rock and roll. And again, if there's any pops or clicks in the spine, remember it's all good as long as there's no pain. And you're seeing if you can rock onto the sit bones, hover there for a moment, and then rock back down. And then on your next rock, rocking up to seated. And let's make our way into a comfortable seat. Sitting nice and tall. Hopefully the hips feel a little bit more open now. And let's warm up our spine. Let's bring hands onto the knees. As we inhale, let's send the heart forward. Pull shoulder blades together, shoulders down the back. And exhale, rounding through the spine. Pelvis tucks under. Inhale, heart forward. Pelvis forward, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round. Let's make some rotations. Inhale as we move forward. Exhale as we come back. Inhale, moving forward. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. And let's go the opposite way. Inhale. Exhale. Moving with that breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And coming back to neutral. Inhale. Let's raise the arms high. Find full extension through your spine. Reaching out through the fingertips. And interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, send the hands away. And as we exhale, just coming into a forward fold. As we work into our shoulders. Again, you don't need to go fully forward, just whatever feels comfortable. And inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, let's bring the fist to the left side of the body. Let's draw the left elbow back. And we'll drop the head over to the left as well. Just stretch it through the neck. Now maybe starting to drop the head if it feels okay. As we bring the chin towards the chest. And inhale to bring the head back up. Exhale, lowering it down. Chin comes towards the chest. Inhale, bringing it back up. And exhale, just finding now where you feel the most tension within this movement. And just holding it there. And breathe into your tension. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bringing that head back up. And exhale, let's move the fist over to the right side of the body now. Draw that right elbow back and drop the head over to the right now. You're just working through that neck. And the shoulders. And the upper arm. Maybe you could feel it in the upper arm as well. Maybe you could feel it in the back, the chest. And again, just slowly starting to make those movements. Exhale to lower the chin to the chest. And inhale to bring it back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to bring it back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale back up. And again, now's your opportunity just to find where you feel the most tension throughout this movement and just hold it there. Maybe one side, the left side feels a little bit different to the right. Maybe the tension's in a slightly different place. Holding 2 more breaths. One more breath. And inhale, bringing that head back up. And exhale, release. Let's bring the hands back up to the knees. We'll roll the shoulders a few times. So moving them back. And forwards. And just give them a shake out. Let's take the hands forward. We'll shift the weight into the hands, send the feet back. Tuck the toes under and press the hips back and up to find our first downward facing dog. And as always, pedal the legs. Just check in with how the body feels in your first downward dog. And doing whatever movements feel nice in your spine, in your legs, in your shoulders. And let's walk the hands towards the feet. And as always, just taking a little forward fold before we begin to move the body a little bit more. And so bend the knees as much as you need to. Option to take ragdoll here. Option to take hold of your big toes. And option to move a little bit as well. Just bending through one knee and into the other knee. Or option to find total stillness. Let's stay here a couple more breaths. And releasing the toes, we'll walk those hands forward and find that downward dog again. As always, your feet hips width apart in your downward dog and the spine nice and long. Bending the knees, bring the thighs towards the stomach, and then keeping that spine long, just start to extend through those legs. Stopping if the upper back starts to round. Let's look between the hands. Inhale, walk in, feet to the hands. Feet together, extend through your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, round down through your feet, rising all the way up. Palms touching. And exhale, hands heart center. Closing your eyes. And as always, just scan your body. Check that there's equal weight on the balls and the heels of the feet. The legs are strong, kneecaps are lifting, the tailbone is tucked under, nice and long through your spine. The chest is open, the shoulders relaxed, falling away from the ears. And set an intention for your practice if you wish right now. And keeping the eyes open. Inhale, raise in your breath. Find full extension through your spine. Exhale, forward folding from the hips. Flexion the spine as you fold. Hands to the mat, lift sit bones. Inhale, find extension through your spine again. Exhale, stepping the feet back, finding a high plank. Holding that high plank for me. Nice and strong through those shoulders, strong through the upper back. Tuck the tailbone under, find strength through your core. Draw the navel in, find those bandits. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, drop knees or come through chaturanga. Coming all the way to the mat. Baby cobra, point toes. Inhale, peel the heart up, send the heart forward, draw shoulder blades down the back, and exhale, tuck toes under, send hips back and up, downward facing dog. We'll hold a few more breaths here. Your navel to the spine. And then looking between your hands, inhale, walk in or jump in feet to hands, extend the spine. Exhale, forward fold, head comes in. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing, palms touch. And exhale, hands heart center. And again, inhale, raise your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, high plank. Inhale there, find strength through the core. And exhale, lower down. Drop knees or come through Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Maybe coming up a little bit further this time. And exhale, tucking toes under, send hips back and up, downward dog. Deep breaths. Focusing on the navel area, on Navi chakra. Can you find that vacuum deep in your abdomen? And looking between your hands, inhale, walk or jump, feet to hands, extend through your spine, look up. Exhale, forward fold, head in. Inhale to come all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, hands heart center. Let's heel toe the feet, hips width apart. Shift weight into the heels as we sink, bending through those knees and finding that chair. So nice and long through the spine, open through the chest. Engage banders. Maybe lift the gaze slightly or just gazing ahead so the neck stays nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step in or jumping the feet back, finding your high plank. Inhale there. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog now if you wish. Strong legs, open through the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's raise right leg to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Let's work it through that right heel, pressing back through the left thigh. Inhale. As we exhale, bend the right knee. Find that compression strength. Come onto the ball of the left foot. See if you can plant that right foot between the hands. As we find our runner's lunge. We're just going to stay here. Just move the heart forward and sink those hips nice and low. Working through the front of this left hip. Just breathing nice and deep. Bring the left hand inside of that right foot and inhale, we'll open up into a twist. Nice and easy. Draw the navel in, find space. Inhale and exhale, plant that right hand down outside of the right foot. Inhale, send the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Hold your downward dog, or we'll take a vinyasa. Inhale to move forward, high plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send left leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale. Hold. And press back through the right thigh. Drop that left hip down. Stretching the hamstrings in that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend that left knee. Find that compression strength round through your spine as you bring that left foot through between the hands. And sink those hips nice and low. Chest moves forward as we work through that right hip now. Find space in your body, trying to get that back nice and long. And dropping right hand down inside of that left foot. Inhale, left arm high. Finding that nice twist. Drive that right hand down. Maybe lifting the gaze towards the tip of the left hand. And exhale, bringing left hand down outside of that left foot. Inhale, send left foot back to meet the right, downward dog. Or we're taking a vinyasa. Inhale to move forward. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send that right leg high, three-legged dog. Point the toe and open the hip. Send that foot high. And work the outer hip. Trying to keep the chest square to the mat as best as you can. Inhale. Exhale, close the hip, bend that right knee, draw that right foot through between the hands again. And find that lunge position. This time we're going to bring that right hand inside of the right foot. Let's heel toe that foot out a little bit here. Just working through those hips a little bit more. And let's send that right arm high again. For a nice twist. Inhale. As we exhale, let's come onto the outsides of the feet and drop that left hip down. Send the right hand towards that left foot. And inhale, move back into that twist. Exhale, drop the hip down. Inhale, move up. Find that twist again. Exhale, drop the hip down. Let's stay down. Breathe for 3. If it's too much, just stay up, no worries. For 2. 1. Inhale, move up. Find that twist. And exhale, bring that right hand in, inside of that right leg, and we'll send that right foot back to meet the left. Again, finding your downward dog to rest, or we'll take a vinyasa. Inhale to move forward. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And left leg reaches high, three-legged dog first. And now point that toe, open the hip up. Keep drawing that chest down as we work through that outer left hip. Inhaling. Exhale, close the hip, bend that left knee, draw it through. Find your compression strength as you drop that left foot between the hands. And again, bringing that left hand inside of that left foot now. Heel toe that foot out. So we want the toes pointing out a little bit. A little bit towards the outside of your mat. And let's wait here. Let's just work through the hips a little bit more. Just checking that that right wrist is underneath that right shoulder, and we'll open up, find that twist. Maybe lifting the gaze. Good, inhale. As we exhale again, we're rolling onto the outsides of the feet, dropping the hips down. And inhale, coming up. Find that twist. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, dropping down. Let's hold this time. Let's really work those hips low if you can. For 3, keep breathing. Again, if it's not comfortable, just come back up. For 2, 1. Inhale, coming back up. Find that twist. And exhale, bring that left hand inside of the foot. Inhale, send that left foot back to meet the right. Again, we're finding our downward facing dog, or we're taking a vinyasa. Inhale to move forward. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward. And let's walk the hands towards the feet. They'll subtly bend. Inhale to roll all the way up to standing. Take the arms overhead, reach. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, send the hands away. We're going to step that right foot forward. About halfway down your mat. Keeping those feet hips width apart, but they're staggered. Inhale, find length through your spine. And as we exhale, folding forward over that right leg. And allowing the arms to fall overhead. Stretching the hamstrings in that right leg. Driving that back heel down. And working through our shoulder extension. Not taking it too far, remember. Always just trying to find your edge. Not pushing past that edge. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, stepping back towards the back of the mat. Left side. Inhale, open those shoulders, open the chest, sorry. And exhale, stepping that left foot forward. Inhale, finding length, square your chest to the top of the mat. And exhale, fold. Nice click in my back then. And again, just allowing gravity to do the work in the shoulders here for you. Just trying to find stability through the feet, so spread the toes and drive all four corners of your feet into the mat. With every exhale, sink a little bit more, work a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, stepping back to the back of your mat. Release the hands. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, walking those hands forward, finding that downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg high again, three-legged dog. And we'll point the toe, we'll open that hip up. Again, keep working that chest around. The chest will want to open up to the right side. Keep working it down towards your mat. Inhale. Exhale, close the hip, bend that right knee, bring it through, drop it between the hands. And we're in that low lunge position again. Bring the right hand inside of that right leg. Then we're going to heel toe that foot out a little bit more. Option to stay here on hands. Option to take it a little bit deeper now. Drop into elbows if that feels good in your body. Option to drop that back knee as well here if you wish. If we're going well, maybe seeing if we can bring the right shoulder underneath that right knee. And maybe we're here, this is all good. Maybe we're taking that right arm out and finding our balancing lizard. A little bit challenging, but see what happens. You can bind here if you wish. Taking opposite hands behind the back. Keep working the heart forward. And releasing. Bring hands back to the mat. And we'll step that right foot back to meet the left, finding your downward dog. Or again, take a vinyasa. Inhale as we move forward. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg to the ceiling. Point the toe, open the hip. And work through that hip. Work that chest down. Inhale. Exhale, close the hip, bend that left knee. Bring it through. Find your compression strength before you bring it through. And we're in that low lunge position. Left hand comes inside of that left foot here. We're heel toeing that foot out slightly. And again, we can be here on our hands. We can be on blocks as well here if you wish, or you're dropping to your elbows, again, if it's available. If that knee starts to fall out to the side, just pivot on the heel, turn the foot out slightly as well. And again, option to drop that back knee. Coming back onto the hands. Let's get that left foot nice and straight, and again, option to bring left shoulder underneath that right thigh, right knee. Again, we're taking the arms out if it's available. Working strength and flexibility. Maybe the hamstrings don't like this, no worries if not. Maybe we're taking a bind, catching the opposite hand behind the back. Working the heart forward. Just trying to find space, every part of the body. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale, release. Hands come back to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. We'll drop knees to the mat. Bring big toes to touch. Send the knees wide. Sit back. And we'll rest in child's pose. Maybe option to find stillness here, or option just moving those hips. Yeah, whatever your body needs. Option to come onto the fingertips, to work through your shoulders a little bit more here. And lifting the gaze. We'll tuck the toes under and work back onto the balls of our feet. A little bit of a challenge. So we're going to bring the balls of the feet together, or the feet together. Now maybe we're here with hands on the mat. Maybe we can find balance. Just working those knees wide. Find a fixed point on the floor or on the wall ahead of you, and just finding that balance. And deep breathing, soften shoulders, soften jaw. Inhale. Exhale, bringing hands to the mat. We're going to walk forward, bringing the knees onto the mat. Keep the feet together to begin, and we'll start to work onto our fronts. So similar to a frog pose, but the feet are going to stay together here. Again, just working into our groins, into our adductors. Maybe a little arch in the back as we send the heart forward. And then let's bring those feet out. So the ankles are in line with the knees, but the ankles are flexed, so the toes are pointing away from us. Let's come onto our elbows, and let's just start to rock forwards and backwards here. Just working into those hips. And my adductors so tight. And we're just going to find that spot where you feel the most tension, and we're going to hold it there. So for me, it's when I push back a little bit and just hold. Maybe coming onto the elbows, maybe bringing the chest onto the mat if it's available. You can use a bolster underneath your body here. And just breathe into those hips. Relax, relax, relax. Maybe turning your head to one side, so we're just stretching through the neck. And keep the breath going. Keep the focus in the body, the awareness in the hips. And turning the head opposite side if you wish. And coming back onto the hands. And slowly, slowly, we'll bring those knees back together. We'll swing our legs around, making our way to a seated position. And let's just come into a forward fold. So feet together. And let's make it nice and relaxed. So move from the hips. And go as far as your hips allow. And then just relax, just soften. Allow the neck to be nice and soft. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, bend the right knee. Bring the right foot inside of the right thigh. Option to bring it to the outside of the left knee. So we're coming into a twist. So this is your second option. Third option, if you have it, is to bend that left knee and bring the heel towards the right sit bone. So just making sure that that right sit bone is down if you're going for this variation. If it's not down, then just return to one of the previous variations. Left hand comes onto that right knee, right hand behind the back. Inhale, open the chest up and gaze over the shoulder. Option to bring left elbow outside of the right knee. Just working into the twist, working into the upper back. Inhale, coming back to the front. And exhale, a little counter pose. Just bringing hands to the left. Inhale, coming back up. And we'll switch sides. Straightening both legs again to begin. Bend the left knee. And again, left foot can be inside of that right leg, or again, we're taking it to the outside of that right knee for our option 2. For our option 3, we're bending that right knee and bringing the heel towards the buttock. Ardha Matsyendrasana. So left hand behind the back, right hand onto that knee, and again, just opening up and gazing over the left shoulder, winding down. And again, option to hook the elbow, option to take a bind if you wish. You can see if you can thread your right arm through that hole, or see if you can reach towards the inside of that left foot, taking a hold of that foot. Maybe you want to bring the left hand behind the back and take hold of the right hip. And lots of variations for these postures. Again, it's just whatever feels good in your body. Keep the navel drawn in. Breathe into the upper back. Work through the twist. And inhale, look to the front. Exhale, release. We'll bring the bum into the center of the mat. Hands underneath the thighs. Let's spine down Navasana. Keep the hands under the thighs, your option 1. Or as always, release legs here or here, or other variations of your boat. And we'll hold. Just breathe in nice and deeply. Squeeze in pelvic floor. Trying to find space through your body space, particularly on the upper body, just checking we're not dipping into the back here. We'll hold a few more breaths if we can. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And as we exhale, just bending the knees and give yourself a squeeze. And slowly making our way down to a lie down position with control. Flexing through the spine as you come to lie down. And tucking shoulder blades under the back. The chest nice and open. Let's pike our legs towards the ceiling. And as always, if that lower back is lifting, tuck your tailbone under, really press that lower back to the mat. And you should feel the core start to engage here. Keeping that core switched on. Hands either side of the body. And start to lower the legs. If you find that lower back is really lifting, bring hands underneath the buttocks. And we're just going to lower the legs to the point where it really just starts to work the core. And we're going to hold. For 3. Keep drawing that lower back to the mat. Tuck tailbone under. For 2. And 1. Exhale. Lower all the way down to your mat. And we'll take the feet wide. And take up space with the arms, palms facing up. And tucking the chin slightly. As always, if you have a jumper or a blanket, you cover yourself in your Shavasana. And keep that energy trapped in your body. And just release your Ujjayi breath. Return to normal breathing. Just allow your body to melt into your mat. Allow it to sink into the earth. And just checking that there's space between your back teeth now. That face is soft and relaxed. Just allowing the body to be completely still after your practice. And as always, option to stay in your Shavasana as long as you wish now. Or we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Exhale the breath completely, connect the navel to the spine. Inhale the breath into your heart space. And exhale the breath into the fingertips and the toes. Starting to wiggle the fingertips, wiggling the toes. And as we bring movement back to the body, rotating wrists and ankles, moving limbs. And bringing feet and legs together, taking arms overhead for a full body stretch. Drawing knees into the chest to give yourself a squeeze. And as always, just taking a moment, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat. For allowing yourself to be present, for doing the work now. Doing the work now so that our future selves can be more healthy, can be more balanced. And it takes discipline and it takes patience. Let's rock to our right hand side. Find some comfort on your right hand side. And blinking the eyes open. And joining me again in a comfortable seated, cross-legged position. Let's bring our hands into Anjali Mudra, to our heart center. And let's reconnect with the breath. We'll finish with the sacred sound Om. We'll do a little mantra. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Gamaya, Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Om. Raising your hands to your head for kindness in your thoughts to yourselves and to each other. Hands to your hearts for kindness in your actions, and to your lips for kindness in your words. From my heart to your heart, always. Namaste. Thank you for joining me again. A little bit shorter. I'm not very good at the short classes, am I? Yeah, I'll try again another time. It's shorter, 55 minutes, not bad. Yeah, thank you for joining me. As always, please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Please share the video with anyone who you think may enjoy the practice or enjoy any of the other videos in the collection. I think this is day 24 now. Day 24, wow. We've got another at least 3 weeks, so they're telling us of this, so there'll be plenty more coming up. I'd just like to offer my sincerest gratitude to those of you who have donated. It's been amazing to just see the donations coming in for me, and you can't begin to believe how grateful I am for that. So thank you so much. It means so much to have your support. I know the guys that practice with me at my school, they're still paying their subscriptions and doing my classes online. I mean, it really fills my heart. I'm not joking. It's amazing to have the support from you and the messages that I get from you guys. It's really heartwarming. So thank you so much from the bottom of my little heart. Thank you so much. It does mean so much to me, and I'm forever grateful for you. And I always say, you see me as your teacher, but I tell you, you're as much inspiration to me, and you're as much a teachers to me as I am to you. So we all help each other. There is no hierarchy in the yoga world. We're all helping each other. We're all in it together. I'm a student of yoga first, before I'm a teacher. So yes, so thank you, and I love this little community that we've got. It's such a wonderful community, the yoga community, and it really is my little tribe. I found my little people. So thank you for practicing with me. Oh, Adrian, wonderful. Yes, lovely, Adrian. Thank you, and yes, you have a wonderful weekend too. It's a wonderful end to another week in quarantine. So yes, enjoy the weekend. We've got sunny weather coming up. A bit windy today, but sunny weather coming up. So enjoy it, relax, and I shall see you Sunday morning. Thank you, Sally. Thank you for joining me as always. I will see you Sunday morning if you're up 9:30 for our usual gentle Sunday morning wake up. So again, thank you so much for your support. It means so much. I'll shut up. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Namaste. Love to you all. Take care.